In the wake of a News 5 investigation that questioned water department spending, Cleveland Water put out a series of blog posts called Where Your Dollar Goes.
And it breaks down how they spend ratepayers' money, but we found that things just aren't adding up. News 5's Amanda Van Allen did some digging today, and she learned some really costly things aren't accounted for, Amanda.
In one of the blog posts, they say 6 cents of every dollar goes to finance and human resources, which explains they use the money to recruit and train employees. But they completely left out employee salaries altogether, which is a substantial chunk of money, about $47 million. And that is not all they left out.
Last year, the water department raised more money from ratepayers.
On February 13th, News 5 Chief Investigator Ron Regan broke the story. We learned Cleveland Water, over an 18-month period, spent over $1 million to promote itself, although they have no competition. They've been buying things like toothbrushes and water bottles with their name and logo on it. In addition, sponsoring things like the Home and Garden Show and even videos of elephants getting baths. 2 weeks after that news came out, Cleveland Water wrote 3 blog posts called Where Your Dollar Goes, because they say we want to be accountable to our customers for every dollar we spend. Here's how they break it down. 41 cents of every dollar goes to investment and infrastructure, 17 cents to engineering and maintenance, and 16 cents to water treatment. The remaining goes to customer service, IT, human resources, and communications. But we noticed some gaping holes. What about employee salary? Cleveland Water has over 900 employees, and 28 of them make more than a 6-figure salary. Which brings us to this guy, Robert Davis. He's the director of public utilities, and his salary clocks in at just over $200,000. And his brand new SUV and his 120-mile commute to work, you're paying those bills too. And back to the over $1 million for self-promotion we told you about. There's no mention of those costs in any of the blog posts. Well, the folks at Cleveland Water just called us back. They say employee salaries are included in the breakdown. They tell me whichever section an employee works for, their pay goes into that department's percentage. I asked them why none of that was included in the blog post, and they say that's because they think of all their employees more as a part of the company instead of a separate entity. Live in the Tech Center, Amanda Van Allen, News 5.